there's a small, lucky few people in the world that have the financial means to buy real estate all cash. For the rest of us, we will need a loan through a private bank or private lender to afford that property. In order to get that loan, you need a pre-approval. My friend Kim at Movement Mortgage is the lender you would work with to get that pre-approval. So Kim, could you please explain what a pre-approval is, and is this different from a pre-qualification?
Yeah, so a pre-approval is technically we can get all of your information needed for the loan process and actually have an underwriter review everything. And so when you find a property, the two parts of getting approved is the collateral, which is the house,
Okay.
or the credit, which is the buyer.
Okay.
And so that part takes all of that out of the way.
Okay.
A pre-qualification is different in the sense that we don't necessarily need an underwriter to review everything. Maybe you get standard income. You don't have a lot of variations
Okay.
to your file. And then I can just tell you from review of everything that you look good to go.
Okay. And if I have poor credit or low credit, how does that affect me in this process?
Poor credit and low credit can affect different program options that may be available for you, or they will impact how your interest rate might get priced out.
Got it. That does make sense. It's part of the reason why they say having good credit matters, because you pay for it in the end. What would you say is a general cutoff for credit that you would think would be a good place to start?
I mean, a great place to start is to have at least over 600. 640 puts you in another bracket. 680 is going to give you a lot of options out there. So just being able to try to keep your payments on time, your balance is low, you're going to be right in the ballpark of where you need to be.
Okay. And I hear a lot of people get this confused, but is a pre-approval the same as an approval?
No, it is not, because you can't fully approve a file without having the property to go along with it.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. And I always hear a big scary word used in this whole process. What is the underwriter's job or their role in this?
The underwriter's job is to even further dissect what I go through and actually see if there is anything that maybe I missed on a pay stub of a deduction or something like that, and just really dial in exactly what you qualify for. Again, like I said, using variable income with overtimes, bonuses, things like that. We want to make sure that if there's anything that might be tricky, we get a second set of eyes to go ahead and confirm we're using the right amounts.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now, I hear people ask me this question all the time, so I'm going to pose it to you. Let's say I get pre-approved because I'm baller status and I'm pre-approved for $1 million on a house. Does that mean I just go out and buy the most expensive thing I want or I see? Or how does that all work? Can I afford that?
There's going to be two parts to that, right?
Okay.
I may be able to come at you and say, yes, you can afford $1 million home, but also do you want to pay for $1 million home? Are you comfortable with the payment for $1 million home? And definitely don't go looking in $1.1 million, $1.2 million, because we don't know where that's going to put you, right?
That makes sense. So basically make sure that your eyes aren't making you cash a check that you're not ready to pay. All that to be said, that makes sense. Kim, how would people get in touch with you to start this process and get their pre-approval going?
Yeah, first off, you can call me, text me, anything, 949-842-2445, or find me on Instagram, Kimberly Deedon, MLO.
Awesome. And you should know that we are partners in this. So whenever someone is getting pre-approved, they're going to be working with a real estate agent, in this case, me. So we'd be mapping out the game plan for what you can afford and where you want to live, and then helping you go find that house and put in offers. So you can reach out to me on any social media platform at Dia Waheed, the OC Realtor Guy, or call and text on my cell 310-382-6225. Thanks for tuning in.